All right, so this is our wrap-up of 2017. Definitely did more coin roll hunting than detecting, but let's get it started. Here's some of the bills that I kept. It's a large note. Another just large note, 1918 Blue Seal Flying Eagle. Got my Buffalo. Oops. My Chief, Black Eagle, and a mini porthole. Get these out of the way. These are all my 90%ers for a few months. I think last March I started really hitting it hard. 90%ers, 40%ers, and this is in the last 2 months. December I barely did anything, but this is November, December. And here are my wheats for the last 2 months also. Another cool thing, my grandfather just gave me these. They are Disabled Veteran Association license plate tags. So if you put them on your keys basically, and if you lose your keys, people turn them in and the police return them to the address that is on the license plate. Kyle gave me the wagon wheel. Thank you. Sprinkler, something, keys, salt shakers, stuff like that. I found a pocket knife, some square nails, some toys. This isn't everything. There's some of my buckles. One of my favorites is the bell. Got a condom container. Some of my Indians. There's my lone silver of the year. Proud of it. Some of the wheats. Here's a watch whistle. Actually works. It's got a really unique sound to it. This one is the probably one of my favorites. See if we can read it. I don't think we're going to be able to. It's the 31st annual conclave of the gosh, what was it? You can see it pretty good now.
Order of the Moose or something?
No, it's not. That's this one. That's the Order of the Moose. This one had something to do with the Knights Templar. I know it. There's a video on it. You can go find it. I'm not searching it. Found a button, Street Fleet. And then there's the Order of the Moose. This thing was one of my favorites. It's from 1927, Fort Armstrong, Rock Island. Yep, this is the Knights Templar one too. It's the same thing, but this is the 71st, and this one was the 31st. I think.
That's awesome you found those.
Here's a bunch of bullet casings. This is a Lake City blank from 1904, 38 special, 22 long, 9, 45, 44 mag. That's all for me. I'll pass it on to Kyle.
Alrighty. Well, 2017 was a fun year. It was our first year we really got into detecting. I think we started, back in February?
I didn't start until April.
Or
May.
Something like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was cold, I remember. But this is all the clad that I dug this year. And we'll do, if you make it this far into the video, we'll do a quick giveaway of some sort. If you want to guess the closest person to see how much clad I got without going over, you'll get a stack of 1958D wheat pennies.
Everyone's favorite.
Everybody's favorite wheat penny. We might even throw something else fancy in there, depending on how close you are.
If it's yours.
But it's a giant stack of clad. Justin's hands are massive. He's a big dude. Sacagawea in there somewhere too. Anyway, on to the good stuff. I have a whole another box of relics at home that I didn't bring. But just a few of the cool things I found. Sterling silver ring. This is actually I believe it's a gold ring. It rang up like gold on the AT Pro. I haven't had it tested yet, but I believe it's a white gold ring. Got a copper ring. This was found at a site that dates back to like the 1850s, so this one could be pretty old.
Oh yeah, I have a ring too. I forgot to show you.
I got a couple kids ring, costume ring. This thing I don't know what it is, so if anybody out there knows what it is, it's a I don't know. It's got a weird pattern on it. It was found at a site where I found most of my old coins this year. A couple other random, just I don't know, things, bullet casings. This is an old lead shot or lead bullet from the old days. Musket ball, thank you. Bunch of random stuff. Two of the silvers I really like that I found. Justin and I, just for giggles this year, sent a
Where's your halftime?
I'll get there. I'll get there. But we got a couple coins graded, just for the experience of grading coins. And this 1914 Barber dime that I found early in the year actually graded an AU 55. So it was amazing condition when I found it. I couldn't believe it. Turned out awesome. And then here's a Barber half that I found up at my family's property in Wisconsin. And I was pretty excited when I found that. I couldn't believe it. So I had really good luck this year. Found 14 silvers.
Going through that.
I'll go to that. I found 14 silvers. I'll do my coins first.
Oh, here.
I found 14 silvers. Like some people go years without finding like seededs or half dollars. I found a Barber half. I found a 1876 seeded quarter, standing Liberty quarter, some bunch of silver, some cool trade tokens. This is kind of how I organize all my stuff. I put them in the flips and then with where I got them. Because that was the half dollar. I just left them in there because they, yeah. So I found some Barbers, bunch of Indians. I found 4 1864 Indian heads this year, which in my 1882 one rin.
Can't see it on there.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's a one rin 1882, which is pretty cool. And then my favorite coin of the entire season, which I'll probably never find again, but the 1857 seeded half dime. So, love that thing. It's gonna be buried with me, or possibly given to my kids if they're nice. And then also I had a pretty awesome. I found some cool. I was able to get some good bills this year. National notes I'm super into. I bought some of these off of Justin. That he got. So my 1899 series is really coming together, which has been unbelievable. And then the Technicolor note. I love this thing. I don't know why. I have a thing for gold certs too. And then I had a really awesome bank score this year that I know we were going to make a video about and just kind of never did. I found a few notes early in the year that were older, just randomly at banks, and then found one bank where I asked them if they had any old bills, and the guy's like, yeah, I got a few, and he came back with this stack. These are all 1934. These are the 50s. I have 4 consecutive serial numbers, and they're essentially uncirculated. They were sitting in somebody's safety deposit box. They've never been folded. I mean, they're super crisp. And they had a stack, so I have 20s. Well, these are, 1934 series A, B, and C. A couple 50s from 1950, but they had this stack of 20s. They're all crisp,
Racks on racks.
stacks on stacks on stacks, and a bunch of them are consecutive serial numbers. They're uncirculated, perfect condition. I couldn't believe it. I mean, they look.
Oh, see down here. Look at all these.
Brand new.
Ooh.
Yeah, a couple hundos.
Hundo.
But so it was been a fun
Well, that's
year.
a 74.
Yeah. That was in there before I found all this other stuff in the 85. Not really worth anything, but just for fun.
But again, here is the giveaway. What do you want to say? 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, something.
What's
like
the date
that.
today? The 4th or the 5th?
Fifth.
5th. So let's just say the 20th of January. It'll close on the 20th of January at midnight. You guess how much is in here. You win stack of 58Ds if you want them. So
We're gonna be we're gonna be making a coin roll hunting video here in a few minutes that we'll post separate, just a pretty standard video. But one more thing we're thinking of doing is this year I pretty much dominated Justin,
oh yeah,
just straight dominated
Oh.
him in the silver department. I mean, I guess not that bad. No Herald or anything, but
Yeah.
I got 14 silvers to Justin's 1. So we thought that next year, since we're gonna have a full season, we're gonna do a competition for whoever gets the most silver, and we're trying to figure out what to do, what the loser has to do. So Justin's gonna post a picture of something that one other couple guys
Oh,
did.
Jesus, there's my finger. It's going to be right
Your
here.
finger giant. But we want to know what you guys think, what your suggestions are for the loser, whoever, whatever, when Justin inevitably doesn't find as much silver, what kind of weird thing does he have to do?
But I'm going to find the cooler relics.
Maybe.
Certainty.
Probably. So let us know in the comments below. We look forward to reading those. Make them not too insane. Nobody's getting tattoos on their butts or anything. But yeah. So if you guys have any questions about our stuff too that we found, I mean, we're just kind of doing a quick review, but we had an awesome year. Really got me hooked on everything. So cannot wait for it to not be -6 outside and we can start hunting again.
There's 3 boxes of halves, box of his, and some loose ones. I believe I have an ender already. This one, I mean, you can't really tell, but I'm almost positive it's a 40%er. So stay tuned. That one should be posted probably tomorrow. Take it easy, everybody.